Hi everybody, it's Diane. Well, a couple of my Twitter friends are trying to make wallpaper, um, screensavers, whatever, for their iPads. This should work pretty well for any of your devices, phones, tablets, but I'm doing it on my iPad mini and using my ArtStudio app. That's this one right here, ArtStudio, made by Lucky Clan, and it's called ArtStudio for iPad. I can get it to focus there a little bit. So this is the wallpaper I just made, kind of practicing just to show you how to do this. So let's actually just pick a random picture and put it as my wallpaper. We'll just start new. We'll just make a new one. So we're going to go into photos. I'm not sure what we'll see here in photos. Let's see, what should we go in camera roll? Yeah, so I was doing some screenshots. This is, I just reached level 28 today in Dawn of Fire, the My Singing Monsters 2 game. And so I took this screenshot. So let's use this one. We're going to just set this as the wallpaper. So I'm going to set it as wallpaper. Use as wallpaper, yes. I'm going to just pinch it so it kind of settles in at the smallest image, because I can zoom into that, but then it kind of floats around and it's hard to control it. But if I zoom in, it kind of settles in right there, and that's where it stays. I can try and scoot over, but it keeps, just settles right in where it should be. So, okay, so that's a screenshot from my iPad. I used that as the picture. Now I'm going to say set both. So you're whatever you want to do. So that's my new screensaver right there. So I'm going to just take a snapshot of that picture as my screensaver. Sorry, my camera's shifting around here. I don't have a very good setup right now. Trying to capture all of this, but maybe it's not working as well as there. Okay, so anyway, I just took a snapshot of my wallpaper, my new wallpaper, just kind of for a template, if you would. So let's go to ArtStudio. Okay, I'm going to just do a save real quick. File and save. Okay, so I'm going to import this picture. Typically, when I tell you go to File, I'll tell you to import and then import from insert as a layer. Well, we're not going to do that this time. We're going to just go to import from photos. What that does is it will actually create a picture or a template, whatever, an image based on the size of the picture you're importing. So it's going to actually know the size of the screenshot. So let's go here and we're going to import that screenshot that I just took of my iPad. And so there it is. So I just imported that. There it is. That's the screenshot. And if I go up here to image and canvas size, you'll see here that my canvas size is 2048 and the height is 1536. So if you make an image using those dimensions or the dimensions of whatever your device happens to be. So if you have a regular iPad, your dimensions might be slightly different than my dimensions for my iPad mini. So that's why I'm telling you take a screenshot and then import it that way. And then you'll see what actual size your screenshot is. Okay, so that works really, really well. That's actually the perfect way to do that. So, okay, so now I've got a perfect image of my screen and the correct size. Here I can go down here to this little button here shows the layers. I'm going to tap on layers and it shows that I just have one layer so far. I'm going to add a layer. That's going to be the layer is right above this other layer. If I grab these little handles, I can put it below, but I want it above. And this is the way I draw squares or frames around the icons here. I'm going to go up. Okay, sorry. Let's just try and keep my buttons in view here for you. I'm going to go to Edit, Drawing Mode, and then I'm going to choose to draw a square or a rectangle. And then I'll just pick a color. Let's do white. It's easy to see. So I'm just going to frame it kind of however I want to frame it. Okay. So I actually, because I have that as a separate layer now, I can manipulate that layer. I'm going to edit, transform layer, move and scale. Move and scale. Ouch. Try that again. Edit, transform layer, move and scale. Okay, there. So now I can make it bigger, smaller. I can center it better. Okay. So if I like that, I'll say apply. Now I'm going to go here to layer and duplicate. I just duplicated that layer. And I'm going to go edit, transform layer, and move. I'm going to move that right over here. And if I keep an eye on the little down here where it says move, see when I move that, it's giving me the points, the axis points. So I'm going to actually try and keep it at 0, which is the same horizontal placement of the other one, so it would be perfectly placed. And then I'm just going to, I can just kind of nudge it up or down, or so I want to keep it at 0, so I'm going to nudge that back down to 0. So there, that looks pretty good. Apply. Okay, so now I have 2 squares around where the icons will be. Okay, so that's based on that screenshot that we just did. Okay, so now actually let's import an image. File, import, insert as a new layer from photos. Let's go to some of my monster pictures here. What should we pick here? Got a lot of cool monsters. Let's do the ostrich. Ostrich is the monster from the PlayStation Vita. Has 2 exclusive monsters, the Gajoob and this one, the ostrich. So I've just imported ostrich, edit, transform layer, move and scale. So now I can put her anywhere I want. But you can see if I put her down here, she's going to go end up behind the bar of the home bar. So let's not put her down there. We'll just set her right here. Apply. I can go to layer and flip horizontally if I want her looking the other way, and I can go back to edit, transform layer, and move and scale. Okay, so there she is. Apply. Okay, So now if I want to remove, okay, there, I removed that picture, the one that we took. Okay. So now I do know that I'm going to have Yostrich as my screensaver, and I'm going to have two little squares around the icons. I'm going to actually merge those two layers together. Merge down will just merge two layers, those one layer down to the next. Merge down. Okay. So now I've got the two squares next to each other. If I decide I would rather them be a different color, I can go to select. Let's go here, sorry. Select, alpha to selection. Oh, let's actually add another layer of color. Let's go select and deselect. Select, deselect. Okay. I'm actually going to fill this with a color or something. So we can kind of see what we're working with. Ooh, that's a... Ooh, let's find a different color. Ah! What color should we do? Yeah, let's maybe do that one. Yeah, that's easier on the eyes, isn't it? Okay, so so if we decided we wanted to do different colors here for the squares that I've created, I can change those colors of those boxes at any time, a couple different ways. I'm going to choose that layer, make sure I'm choose the layer that I want to manipulate. So I'm choosing the squares. Okay, and then I go to select, alpha to selection. I don't know if you can see that dashed line that's kind of appeared around those squares. Now I can choose a color. Let's just do pink here. And I'm going to, you can use airbrush, paintbrush, whatever. Oops. Edit. Drawing mode. Back to a regular brush. So I can just color in that frame. I can do stripes if I want to do stripes. I can make my paintbrush bigger and just fill that in pink. And it's only going to paint it right where that dashed line where I did this alpha to selection. Okay, and okay, let's change this one to blue. All right, blue. Okay, so then I'll paint this one blue. Okay, and then we go to select and deselect. Okay, so now I've got two squares. If you want to fill those squares with a color, we can just pick whatever color. Oops, undo. Bucket fill. And it'll fill only within that block. So I can gray. Okay. So we've got two squares. We can fill them or not fill them. It's up to you. So here's our Yostrich and two squares. So now we're going to actually save it as a wallpaper. So let's go here to File, Export, PNG, Export to Photos. Okay, so now we're going to go to Photos. Photos. Let's find that photo. There we go. So there's our photo we just created, and we are going to tell it to save, use as wallpaper, and I'm going to pinch it so it's that smallest image, and it settles right into place. Nothing you really have to do other than just pinch that to make it the smallest image. It settles in. I'm going to set both, and there we have our wallpaper. And our icons fit right into our app. Icons fit right into those squares that we just created. And that works out really, really cool. So, um, yeah, let me know if you have any questions or if you need more specific directions on doing something different. Do you want to see something different in an ArtStudio tutorial? But I have found that the ArtStudio for iPad app, um, it costs $4.99, but oh my gosh, what a good investment. It is amazing. It makes super high quality images. I can actually make images large enough in quality to set my YouTube header pictures also. And that's pretty particular about you can't use an image that's too small for YouTube. Um, and you can do that with the ArtStudio. And I had searched a long time for apps that could do high quality images like that. I'm going to go back to photos and find my picture that I just created here. This one here, I'm going to set it as wallpaper. Use as wallpaper. And then I just pinch it, just it settles in. Set both. Turn off pictures, and there we go. There's my picture that I created. So I just created it with the monsters holding the app icons there. Getting ready for Thanksgiving, so I've been playing with some of my Thanksgiving images that I've created with the ArtStudio app. Well, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that helps you figure out how to create wallpaper for your iPad or any other device. Let me know how this works out for you. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya!